Okay, so President Trump doesn't really give you a heads up when he's going to call. And last night, he called me 30 seconds before the Cuomo News Nation hit was set to begin. And I said, Mr. President, I'm going on TV in 30 seconds. Literally. Can I call you back? He goes, yeah. Okay. So I couldn't get him last night. So he calls me this morning. And the first thing, as I mentioned, top of the program, was about his health and how he's doing because, he's my friend. So what am I going to ask him about himself first? And then he asked me, remember, I don't volunteer things. I don't call the president. I had to call him back because that was courtesy, but I don't call him and bother him. And I don't suggest things to him when we're talking unless he asks me. Okay, my job is I'm still a journalist here. But when President Obama asked me stuff, I answered honestly. When George Bush the Younger asked me stuff, I answered honestly. Biden never asked me anything. Okay. So first thing was China. China's big. And I have the best sources in China in the American media by far. There's nobody close to me that has sources in Beijing. And I told them what was going on behind the scenes there. I can't divulge it, but it was, this is where they are. This is what they want. I do believe the president will visit China in the fall. I hope he does. But there is an opening there. There is. Now, Russia, I don't know anything. I don't have any contacts. Driving me nuts. Everybody in Russia is so terrified that they're going to get poisoned or shot or thrown out a window. I can't get anything. So China, I know everything. Russia, I don't know anything. I'm trying. And then we talked about Epstein. And I gave the president my view of how to handle it. Pretty much what I told you guys. Don't talk about it. Get Bondi, the Justice Department, in a methodical way to explain what's going on. But then, I went to Trump's wedding with Marla Maples. And Epstein was at that wedding. I didn't know him. I didn't know who he was. There were tons of people at the wedding. But when you know the history of New York City and that all these people intertwined, all these wealthy people, I wasn't wealthy. Trump just liked me. Comic relief, I guess. But I understand the culture. And just because you knew somebody doesn't mean you were involved with some kind of nefarious activity. Come on, that's just insane. Okay, so I gave him, look, I said, this is what it is. And he told me, boy, I didn't send that card and I didn't, okay. Guys never lied to me. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or place in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of 5-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.